Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today I am coming to you with my TBR for Read-O-Rama Readathon Round 8. Basically, I heard about this on April Sarah's channel, and she is going to be one of the Read-O-Rama hosts again this year. And she's hosting with Chloe, Elizabeth, and Alyssa. And I will link all of their channels and all their information down below. So I really want to do a readathon before the end of the year. The last one I did kind of put me in a bit of a non-reading mood for a while, but this is only like a 3-day readathon, so I think I can handle it. Basically, it starts on midnight on November 3rd, midnight like, early day midnight, and it ends midnight on the 5th, end of day midnight. It gives you 3 days to do 3 challenges. So basically, the first challenge is the letters Rama, R-A-M-A, have to be in your book somewhere. So for instance, if I were going to be reading Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie, I have an R, I have an A, I have an M, and I have another A. So Rama between the author's name and the title of the book. So you can probably get this with a lot of books, maybe not all, but a lot of books. So that challenge, I'm not going to sweat. I'm going to make sure I do it, but I'm not going to sweat. My problem today is I'm trying to decide what books I want to read for this readathon. So I would love your guys' opinions to weigh in on this. The second challenge is to read a book that has some connection with autumn. So it could be something like it takes place in autumn, or part of it takes place in autumn, or the book has an autumn theme or an autumn color, or maybe the author's birthday was in autumn. Doesn't matter, as long as it has a link to autumn, that will do. And then the third challenge is to read 3 books. So I have 8 books here in front of me, and my plan is to read 3 of these 8 during the challenge. I just don't know which ones to do. So again, I want your guys' input, but I'm going to talk a little bit about each book right now. So the first one I'm going to talk about is The End by Lemony Snicket. This is the 13th and final book in the series of unfortunate events. Now, I'm debating whether I will read this for the end of the month. Initially, I wanted to read this before the end of the month, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know, I may or may not, who knows. But if I don't read at the end of the month, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th would be a perfect time to read this. And I'm going to say that this is autumn colored for sure. The next one is The Girl Who Circumvented Fairyland on a Ship of Her Own Making by Catherine M. Vallant. This is just one that's on my TBR. I've heard about it some. It's a middle grade book, but it sounds so cute. I've actually read about maybe the first chapter of this a month or so ago, and I was like, this is so cute. So why I didn't pick it back up, I don't know. It's not particularly long either, but it was really cute, like kind of oddly large words for a middle grade book, and it just had a lot of quirk, and I like a lot of quirk in a book. So I did want to read this one. So this would actually meet my first and second challenge, which you can combine challenges if you want to, but you still have to read 3 books by the end of it. So this could knock out 2 birds with 1 stone if I read this one. I also was wanting to read Partners in Crime by Agatha Christie, which is the 2nd book in the Tommy and Tuppence series, which is probably, I'd say, my favorite series, crime fighting team, whatever, by Agatha Christie. And I kind of wanted to get to this sooner, but I don't know if I will or not. I'm trying to get through the Aeronauts Windlass right now. And it's not that it's slow, it's just that it's huge. And if I am going to read that by the end of the month, A, I need to, start. And B, I don't know if I'll have time to read these other books that I did want to read this month. And this one would also count for the first 2 challenges as well. And I do want to get this one read because I would say that's autumn colored. Kind of a brownish red. It's autumn. It's autumn. Next, I have Demon King 7 Realms novel by Cinda Williams-Chima. Now, this is a series that I have been wanting to start for a while, but I have a feeling once I start it, I am going to be reading a book a month for a while because the first series is 5 books, the second series, no. First series is 4 books, the second series is 5 books, and the last series, I think there's 2 in it, but it's not finished. She's still writing them. And I'm not 100% sure what this is about. I do know it's high fantasy, and I really do want to read this one. And the only challenge this one's really going to complete is going to be the second challenge, that it kind of looks kind of fallish, as I would say. Next one I'm thinking of reading is Holiday and Death by J.D. Robb. Now, this one is the 7th book, I think, in the In-Depth series by J.D. Robb. I wanted to read like maybe 1 or 2 of these this fall and just kind of keep my momentum through the series. This does not count for challenge 1 or 2. I mean, it says holiday, but that is clearly tinsel, so I'm gonna say it's more of a Christmas holiday. But it would count for the 3rd challenge if it was the 3rd book I read. If you think I should read this one, let me know down below. I also have Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. This one is going to take care of the 1st challenge of spelling out Rama. I mean, it's snowing, so that could kind of be fallish because, well, it does snow in the fall in Nebraska. I'm still just gonna say it counts for the 1st challenge. I do wanna get this book read before the movie comes out in November, so reading it on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th might be pretty good timing. It will be a reread. I did read it last year, but I loved it, so I'm totally excited to read it again. Next, I have Orange by Nichigo Takano. And this is actually Orange 2. I think you can kind of see the 2. There you go. This is the sequel to the Orange manga that I read 2 months ago, I think, and I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. It was so clever, and it kind of leaves you on a bit of a cliffhanger. It was a really quick read as well, and I think if I'm trying to do 3 books in 3 days, one of them being a quick read might be a good idea. And since it says orange, it doesn't really have much orange on it, but it says orange, I'm still gonna say that it qualifies for the 2nd challenge because it says orange, and orange is very much associated with autumn. I know it's a reach, but I'm gonna stick with that one. And the last one I have is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Han, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. Now, this is just one that I have been meaning to read, and I feel like each month I pick it up wanting to read it, and then something else comes up. I'll get a book in from the library, and I'll be like, oh, I need to read that before I take it back. Or I'll be buddy reading a book with somebody, and so that'll take precedence. And I just feel like I've been wanting to read this book since July, and it just keeps getting pushed back. So I kind of want to just read it. This one would qualify for the 1st challenge, spelling out the word Rama. I wouldn't say it's necessarily fallish. I think it takes place in England. I have no idea the season, but it could also be a 3rd book. There are also other books that I could put in here. Basically anything off my TBR shelf back here would be acceptable, but I want to hear from you guys. It's one of the reasons I'm putting this video out a little bit early. I want to hear what books of these you think I should read for the readathon coming up in a few weeks. You can say what 1 book you think I should read, or you can say what all 3 books you think I should read. You can include books that aren't on this list. I don't think I'm as likely to read those because it took me forever to come up with these 8 books. I am terrible at narrowing things down, so I would truly value your guys' opinion as well. So again, these are the books. You can kind of see the titles there. Let me know which ones you think I should read. Let me know which ones are great or which one's a waste of time. I think all these are going to be good. I don't think any of them are going to be a waste of my time. And let me know which ones you think I should read. Ooh, I'm going to drop these. And let's be logical about this. I have 3 days to read 3 books, and I'm not the world's quickest reader. So let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching my silly little video. I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and this is exactly where you can find me. Please feel free to like or subscribe or share. And I'm going to try and see about vlogging my reading journey through the weekend. I've never done that before, so I'll have to see how it goes, but let me know if that's something that interests you guys too. Thank you again for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to you all soon in the comments. Goodbye.